Good morning. All right. Hello, YouTube family. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today, I am going to package my orders, which you can't see, but I got all the goods right here and down here. Just eBay. I've already done the puzzle just fell. I just did my Poshmark, Etsy, and Amazon, and my Shopify orders. So I got those done and I said, I should go live and do the rest of my orders. So here we are. All right, I'm going to jump right into it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to log on my phone and become a guest on my phone. And I want to bring you with me and show you guys what I did this weekend. I did not take the weekend off. I have been kicking butt. Like, seriously, I've been working so much in the last month. I'm exhausted. I'm really exhausted. But hey, it's Q4. It is go time. It is time for us to get everything in order. For sales are already starting to come in, but definitely come like November, they're going to really start picking up. This weekend alone, I have, let's see, I got 14 eBay orders. Hey, Jen. I had 7 Etsy orders, 1 Poshmark, and 1 on Shopify. Oh, and only 1 on Amazon, FBM. There's like weird noises going on over here. So, all right. So, hey, Jen, did you have a good weekend? Let me grab a box because I sold this gold bond restoring stuff. Let me see. Yeah, so I already had put tape and stuff on it for sending to Amazon. I don't know why I didn't send this to Amazon. Or yeah, I must not have sent that to Amazon. But I prepped it to go there. I don't know why it didn't go there. I don't know. But I'm gonna box it so it doesn't get squished. Hey, good morning, Laura. Oh, Laura, I got my wholesale order in on Saturday. So I've got to prep all of that this afternoon. That just reminded me. You coming in just reminded me I've got to do that. I'm wondering where my husband put it. I have to find out where he put them because he brought them down here for me. He actually took them off the front porch, put them in the back of my car, and drove around. So I'm going to give you guys a tour of my space here in a little bit. When I get done packaging, I'm going to give you a tour so you can see what I did this weekend. Oh my gosh, seriously, I've been working so hard. I've been working harder than I really want to work. But it kind of feels good. I've been on vacation pretty much since April. And we came back from our last trip somewhere in September. And, the RV's all packed away, winterized, all ready to go. And I have been just straight out, like seriously straight out, like 6 in the morning till, I go to bed at like 10, 9, 10, but right up until like 9, I'm like listing pretty much. So I've just been really busy. I've listed so much stuff on eBay. It has been incredible. And then cross posting. Some of the stuff I've been cross posting and not all. I've been really picky. If it's vintage, I've been putting it on Etsy. So I did take an offer on this. Somebody sent me an offer of, I think 5, and I countered at $6.75 for this gold bond. And off it goes. I don't know if it was discontinued. I've had it for a little bit. I've had it for a couple years. Hopefully it's still good inside. Hold on. I see you guys have been commenting. Let me print this label. I'm gonna read your comments. Your weekend, Jen says, it was okay. My sales were awesome for a few weeks in September and have dropped since the seller update. Really? That's too bad. My sales were pretty low last week. I don't know if people were just waiting to see what the whole Prime Day sale thing was. But I think it was like Friday after I shipped on Friday, and then Saturday morning, I think I was already up to like 10 orders on eBay. It was crazy. I got a ton of offers this weekend, and I've accepted most of them. I probably have, I'm going to go look and see how many I have outstanding because some people haven't paid yet. Not only that, but I've got a pain in the rear end. I reported a buyer yesterday. Okay, awaiting payment. I got 3 that are awaiting payment. One she won't pay. And I'm not going to cancel her order, even though she asked me to. I'm going to wait and let her have a strike. So I have a customer who has, God, my head is itchy. I'm sorry you guys are watching me scratch. I'm sorry. But I'm itchy and I got to scratch it. All right, let me read these comments and then I'll tell you my little story. So Holly, good morning, Holly. Hey, Tamara, thought of you last night when we saw deer walking through our yard. Our deer have disappeared because it is hunting season and it's like they know. So they're gone, which is really disappointing because I really, really like watching them. Once hunting season's done, they will come back. It's like they know my husband's a hunter. Let's see. Hey, good morning, Diane. Have you been mainly organizing or listing? So this weekend, Saturday, I organized. Like, oh my God, yeah, huge. But you know, by listing, I'm organizing too, because I'm getting rid of crap that was all like scattered throughout. But mostly I've been listing. So mostly I have been, I don't have, this is where I stopped on Friday because every single one of my totes are full. I have filled every tote to the top. And most of my totes had some space in them or even had some empty ones, empty spots. 100% full right now. So anything I list going forward, I don't know where I'm going to put it. Like I'm going to put in a tote and I'm going to have to put it like in my walkway here. And then I don't know. I'm so tempted on running like a really big sale just to clear stuff out. I also have been talking about doing maybe, so my husband's leaving today and he's going to be gone for a couple weeks. So he won't be here to help me, but I'm thinking about doing a whatnot and doing my death pile, which I'll show you guys my death pile after. But let me continue packaging. And while I'm doing this, I want to tell you a story about a customer of mine. So I sold this traveler's notebook. So I have a customer who on Thursday, hold on. All right, so, okay, 2 things. I am so scatterbrained today. So 2 things with what I'm going to talk about. Thursday, I was at bingo. And I get a message from, so some things I've been listing and I've been putting best offer, and some things have not. That new listing form is just, I hate it so much. And sometimes when I'll do like a sell similar from somebody else's listing, it'll still keep my normal like listings of what I have. And then other times for some reason it doesn't. So some items ended up not having a best offer on them, even though I normally put it on most items. And I ended up getting a best offer from, hold on. It wasn't about, it was an email, a message. So I'm scatterbrained because I'm trying to find my business cards. I want to put, here it is. My business card, I want to put it in here, even though this isn't a planner. You know, maybe they're using this as like a bullet journal. I want to stick a card in there so they can go to my website and save 15% if they decide they want more, because I got more of these. So I ended up getting 4 messages. While I'm playing bingo, my phone vibrates. I look down, I see I got a message on eBay, and I'm like, you know, anytime I see a message on eBay, I'm always like, what's going on? So I check it, and it's a lady. She sent me a message. Let's say I was selling something for like $28. She sent me a thing saying, will you take 15? So she did this to 4 of my listings, and they were all items I had just listed last week. So they could have been listed like for a day, 2 days, that type of stuff. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. So 4 items. So during the intermission, I didn't go to out to the slot machines because I did not do good last week. So I ended up taking the retail of everything that she had sent me a message on, and then I took what her offers were, and the retail was $99 of the 4 listings, and she was offering me $66. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, that's $66. I mean, that's more of a discount than I normally would give. So I thought, well, I would do a 25% discount, which would be a $75 total. So I ended up sending her a message, and I will say, shame on me. I didn't even send it till yesterday because I just forgot. And then all of a sudden yesterday I remembered. My mother said something to me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got to reply to that lady. So I went, and before I replied, I checked her feedback, and she had a positive feedback. Her very last feedback was positive, and she had something like, she had a very low number of feedback, like 100, maybe under 100, maybe like 60 or something. And she, oh my gosh, why is my head so itchy today? And she said the feedback was positive, but it was a seller who left a negative. But you can't leave negative. And the seller pretty much said, which is against policy, but hey, bravo, because it alerted me to who this person was. And they said that she sent offers, they accepted the offers, and then she asked to cancel. So pretty much was like warning sellers that this is what she does. And I'm like, okay, well, this is what I'm going to do. So I sent her an offer, and I said, because I mean, it could have been a fluke, could have been just like this one time thing. She did it. I said, I'm going to send her an offer, or not send her an offer. I'm going to reply and say, if you're interested, I'll do them for 75, and I'll bundle them all into one listing. And then I'm going to put immediate payment on it. So she's not going to have the opportunity to not end up paying an offer. Well, she ended up replying back and said, no, thanks. She's not interested. I'm like, okay. Well, then about a half hour later, I get a message from her saying, please cancel this order. I'm allergic to feathers. So she had bought, which I didn't even realize she had done it, but over the weekend, she had bought an angel. I have a musical angel that plays Silent Night, and its wings are feathers. And I'm thinking, listen, you moron. It's so clear the feathers are like, the angel has feathers. If you're allergic, why'd you even buy it? So I replied back. I was probably very unprofessional. I've been maybe not so professional lately with some of my replies this year because I'm so tired of stupid. This is what I told her. Hey, good morning, Chicken Toad. She goes, please cancel order. Okay, hold on. Where's my reply? Sent. I'm going to tell you what I said. Why do I get such joy out of this? I shouldn't. I said to her, she goes, please cancel order, allergic to feathers. I replied, did you not see them before making an offer? Which I thought she had offered and I accepted, but I think she paid it full out. I said, I won't cancel. It seems you enjoy ordering and making offers and then canceling. That's what I said to her. And then she didn't reply back. And then I went to eBay and I reported her as a bad buyer. But there's not really something on eBay to report a bad buyer. I ended up choosing that she was like bidding on my items with no intention of paying, but she wasn't bidding. She was buying them with no intention of following through. So yeah, so there's that. So hey, good morning, Paul. So yeah, so I reported her, and I'm just gonna let it sit here and wait for her to get a non-payment, strike on her account, because I don't really care if that gets listed today or if it gets listed in 4 more days. And then I sold a hat, an Adidas hat, which they haven't paid yet. And then I sold a costume, a Batman costume. And I took an offer of $15 on that because, it's getting close to Halloween. And I'm like, get it out of here. If they don't pay me today, time's ticking. They probably won't get it by Halloween. So we'll see where that goes. I've been getting orders from people that accept an offer and count on having 4 days to pay. So annoying. I know. And I find that a lot of times when I first list something, I think people are like, oh, I'm just going to send an offer. Because sometimes the offers were for like 20 cents less. I did have somebody sent me an offer that I accepted, and then they asked me to cancel. So I did cancel something this week too. And it was a very small, I just clicked on cancellations. It doesn't show in there, but it was a very small, like, let's say I was selling something for $12.88 and they asked to do it for $12. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, I figured that's what it was. They just they were even okay with paying the full price, but they wanted to send an offer so they would wait until maybe they get paid on Wednesday or something. One bought on Sunday and said they would pay on Friday. Yeah. See, I don't even know. Like, I think eBay's system would already automatically let you cancel it. I guess if they said they were going to pay on Friday, I had somebody who bought some engineering pads that I had, like paper, and they ended up saying, I'll pay Wednesday. And then Wednesday came and they're like, I'll pay Friday. Then Friday came and they still didn't pay. I went and canceled it. And then I decided to use it in some of my junk journals. So I took them down from eBay and they sent me a message on like Monday and said, hey, can I buy those still? And I was like, no, they're sold. Hey, good morning, Jill. Good morning from Mississippi. She has a rant. Amazon just checked in my second shipment at Texas warehouse, received but zero contents. This was the second in a month. Oh my gosh, don't tell me that. I've got 5 boxes I got to send in. I haven't sent in a shipment since like February. So I am not looking forward to it, honestly, because Amazon just gives me a headache. Did you see, I was listening to, has anybody ever listened to Bill Handel? He has a show called Handel on the Law, which I really enjoy that show. He also has like a news, like I think he does like a daily news show for an hour. And I was listening to that while I was cleaning down here this weekend. And he actually talked about Amazon, that there's an Amazon brand. There's a brand, not Amazon, right? There's a small business who makes, I think they're like backpacks or something, some type of bag. And it is their number one seller. They sell it on Amazon. They like have been selling it for a while. They do really, really good job. And it's something called like the everyday bag or the everyday life bag. I think maybe it is, or something like that. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's called like the everyday life bag. I'm probably wrong with what I'm calling it, but that's like what its name is. And Amazon, which we know they do, they will take hot selling products, because there was this whole thing about counterfeiting and all this other stuff. Well, they'll take hot selling products and they'll go to China and have the Chinese make that item just like what you're selling, but maybe with a couple tweaks here and there so you can't say it's a counterfeit. And supposedly you can do that as long as you don't put like the name on it. Like you can't call it that name. So if it's, let's say it was an LL Bean, you can't call it LL Bean, but you could call it the everyday bag. So instead of being the everyday life bag, Amazon Basics, it came out with a bag called the everyday bag. And this company is suing them for it. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. And I hope they win. So yeah, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with Amazon because I think they're just dirty as you know what. I sold some of these panda pens. Aren't they so cute? Trying and turning them around to show them to you. There you go. A set of 3 panda pens. Sold those. I'm gonna bubble them and put them in the thing. Or should I wrap them in? Hold on. I just don't want them to bend. So what I might do is, this is why I hang on to my scrap cardboard. So I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to do this to them. And I want to put in, so if they like pens, they probably like paper. So they're going to get a business card. Let's put that in here. And where did I put my tape? Here it is. I got all the stuff that I pulled out to package. It's all over here, like all over my desk. All right, so yeah, I have heard Shark Tank folks complain that they sent their items to China to manufacture and they get copied by other factories. Yeah, so I was looking at, so I've been getting into doing more paper crafting again. And this past weekend, I was looking at a website or one of the storefronts of AliExpress. And they were selling some Hello Kitty stuff. And I'm like, damn well that's all counterfeit. That's not like real stuff from Hello Kitty is not going to be for sale on AliExpress. Okay, $3.98. I shipped something on Pirate Ship this morning, and it was a priority mail flat rate envelope, And last week when I was on, I was telling you guys how priority mail is discounted through pirate ship. They didn't raise their rates to go with, like the USPS did. But when I went and did a flat rate envelope, it said $8.50. And I'm like, it's supposed to be $7.60. What's going on? Come to find out, because it was going to Hawaii. So Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, U.S. territories, including U.S. military addresses, they all get the increase. Pirate ship is not discounting those through the holidays. I sold this towel. Let's do this next. Let me see. All right, so I sold this. I just listed this last week. So I went through, and one of the stuff I've been listing is stuff that my mother-in-law and father-in-law gave me. So when they moved here last year, they brought me tons and tons of boxes of stuff that they didn't want anymore, instead of it going to the Goodwill. One box was full of beach towels. So I listed them. This one was in the worst condition, and I disclosed that it is not in great condition, but it's a really big towel, and this design makes a big yellow pink ribbon. And then if you go to the back side, it's pink in here, and then the ribbons are all white. So I sold this. I did take a best offer of $10. I don't remember how much I listed it for. I think $15. They paid right away. Honestly, I mean, this is all stuff that if I had a good place to donate stuff, I probably would have just donated this and not even sold it. But in the long run, I got $10 for it, and it sold very fast. You know what I should go do is grab some of those priority mail. Just trying to think about, this is going to Alabama. Let me see how much it weighs. I think I'm going to put, it's going to Mobile. It's going to Laura's state. All right. Why do you say 0? 1 pound, 12 ounces. I think I want to put it in, you know what? I'll put it in a box. I found that I had a whole big, first of all, I found that I got 4 boxes of priority padded flat rates. I found 2 very large boxes of regular priority mail envelopes, which I completely didn't realize I had so much in stock. And then I found a bag of the Tyvek envelopes from the post office, from Priority. And I'm like, ooh, I know I need those. And because I've been wanting to order some supplies. So I'm going to put it in this shoebox, by the way. So I've been wanting to order some supplies, but I'm like, well, I really need to see what I have before I order some. But it's been like top on my mind that I need to do it by November 1st. November 1st is the deadline for me for so much stuff right now. Okay, so let's put it in the box. All right. That's nice. That's nice. Look at that. Do you guys polybag your stuff? Like, I had somebody buy a planner from me, which, look at this. So they got this planner. Right? They sent me a photo. They sent me a thing wanting to return it for item not as described, but on Etsy, saying that it arrived damaged and stuff. So, okay. So see right there? See that little bit right here? Right near this? Where it's like torn up a little bit? See, that makes it pop up. But if I take that down and just go like that, it's fine. Well, they said it was damaged. And they're like, you don't protect your items. Like, I wrap them in tissue, which I know doesn't protect them, just makes it look nice. And so they returned it because of that. I'm like, come on, seriously, that little bit? Like, you can't even really see it. That's what they returned it for. I think it was just buyer's remorse, because I'm sorry, you're not going to return it. But that brand sell like this, so I have no problem with that. All right, so we're at 222. All right, I underestimated the weight of this. If I did put it in a bag, it would go cheaper. Being that it's going to go all the way Yeah, $13. Oh, they paid $8.30. Oh, I have it as a priority mail flat rate envelope. There's no way that would have fit in a flat rate envelope, Tamara. What were you thinking? So what if I went and did a pirate ship? Because I think if I put it in just an envelope, it'll be cheaper. What's the name? William. I got something going to Israel today. William, here you are, William. Let's just try you with the same weight, 2 pounds, 2 ounces, which I'm pretty sure it will be less than that. And let's put you in a 13 by 11. I just ordered more boxes or more bags from Amazon. Should find out when they're going to be here. UPS, no. Priority mail is $9. Oh yeah, we are gonna definitely do that. So let me see what I got here. Well, I got this one. This was one I wanted to keep though, right? Some down here. I do have some. All right, I'm gonna see if I can fit it in this. So Laura, you polybag everything. So like for instance, this, you would have polybagged this before putting it in the box. I kind of feel like the post office has some responsibility in making sure my boxes aren't going to get soaking wet. I put my patterns in books and plastic bags before I pack them. Yeah, so I sold Happy Planner's sticker book this morning on Amazon. I already packaged Amazon, Etsy, and Poshmark and Shopify orders. But that one I did polybag that one before putting it in the bubble wrap envelope. Oh, this is gonna fit, I think. Oh, let's see. We're gonna have to give this a little loving, little squeezing and stuff here. Let's see if we can get this close. All right. So hopefully the buyer doesn't cut it with a knife and then say, "Oh, your item arrived with a cut in it." No, you put a cut in it because I just put that very close. Where's my tape? This tape keeps disappearing because I can't put it where I normally put it. I'll put it right there on top of my phone because I want to use my phone later. I'm going to go live on my phone and show you guys what I did. All right, now let's see how much it weighs without the box. Stay. Ooh, only 1 pound, 13 ounces. Good, it's gone down. Gone down a little bit. So 113. 113. Let's see how we do. My sister was thinking about coming to visit this week. And I was so torn because I'm like, oh yes, I'd love to see her. Like I want to see my sister. And then there's another part of me is like, oh, I want to get this stuff listed. Like I've been on this roll for a month and I want to keep going with it. So I just can't wait to show you guys what I did. Honestly, I almost was going to show you when I first started, but then I have to wait for people to get into the room. Because when I first start, nobody is here because I didn't send out a notification ahead of time. All right, so that's good. That went via pirate ship, and it made it much cheaper doing it that way. Okay, so let's do this shirt because this is a nice, easy one. So I sold this shirt. It is a US polo. I've had this forever. Somebody sent me an offer for $8.50. It went. I mean, they could have offered me $4 and I would have taken it. So again, I am not going to polybag this shirt. See, I'm not going to polybag it. Yeah, I probably should though, right? But I still feel like if it's in this, and these are nice heavy duty bags, they're just, they're not going to tear and stuff. This should be okay. Shouldn't get wet inside it. Oh, my husband would come down and say goodbye to me before he left, I would hope. 8 ounces. I know he said he wanted to leave early today. He's heading off to Maryland. But he's going to Vermont to spend the night at a friend's house, and then they're driving to Maryland. So today, besides that wholesale order I got to get out, but so I was listening to, if anybody sells on Amazon and you're not following Reseller Mom on YouTube, which I don't understand why she doesn't have more of a following, because she puts out pretty good content. Well, I remember when she first started, she used to say, she said something like all the time. And I stopped following her for a while because it was so hard to follow her. And I mean, I know I do it. And I started following her, I don't know, a couple years ago. Again, I stumbled upon her, and I'm like, I think that's the girl I stopped following because I couldn't get beyond the way she talked. And see, now I'm gonna catch every time I say it. There's somebody else I follow in the paper crafting world. She's got a bird, and her bird squeaks and squawks the whole time she's making her video for the hour. That's all you hear is her bird. And, people comment, oh, I'm so happy to hear whatever her bird's name is. Like, there's all these comments positive about her bird. And I'm like, no, your bird is so annoying. I can't concentrate on what you're doing and what you're making. All right, I sold this value pack of Sure Gel. Honestly, you guys, I've had this for 2 years. Back when I was doing all the canning stuff in 2020. And this doesn't expire till July of 2023. I kept lowering the price because I thought it was expiring soon, but no. So it ended up going for $20. So I paid $11 for it. And it went for $20.98. So actually, in the long run, I still made money on it, which is pretty good. We like the money. Why do I have an empty box? Oh, that's right, because I had the towel in it. Like, why do I have an empty box there? I'm hoping it fits in my 864. That was the other thing. So I got I did my eBay order for the quarter. So if you haven't done that yet, do that, because supply chain things could go. And if you have a certain thing you like that you get every quarter or every other quarter or whatever, it could be sold out. Oh, and I also got from eBay, I finally was able to use my credit from eBay Open, the swag, because that was ending this week. What's today? I still have my September calendar. 17th, right? I think it ends on Friday. So if you haven't used your swag bucks, you have until Friday. I couldn't get mine working, and eBay for Business was like, oh, somebody from eBay Open is going to call you or get a hold of you. They said nobody ever did. Like a month later, no, nothing. So I ended up going back to the original email. I clicked through, tried to log in again, changed my password, did all this stuff, and I kept putting in my username of my eBay username because I thought that's what I had set it up as. I ended up taking that out and putting in my email with my password, and it finally worked. So it was obviously user error on my part. I should have done this in a priority mailbox, by the way, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be priority. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Just wasted one of my boxes. I could have used a priority mailbox. So I ended up ordering 2 t-shirts, a coffee mug, travel mug, a keychain. There was something else that was small that didn't cost much. I had $1 left over. So I had $75 I had earned by going to all the sessions. Well, I didn't go to all of them because I didn't go to Fridays because I was busy garage sailing. All right, priority mail. And it was my birthday. Actually, no, it was at the casino. It was my birthday. Holy smokes, priority mail is $13. So guess who may be opening that up and putting it in a flat rate? Me. This chick right here. Mora. I'm going to go to pirate ship and just see what it is, because I can get cubic rate and it may not make it worth. Modify the package. 86412. Let's see what it is, because if it's not going to be, If it's not that much of a difference, I'll keep it in the box. Oh yeah, $13. Forget that. So interesting. So here is his temporary holiday rate increase of 80 cents. Well, it's going to Washington State. How come it's not giving me that discount? Huh, interesting. That is interesting. Oh, and I also lost my, where is it? I lost my box cutter. But I took out a new one. Now that one's missing. I bet you my husband used my box cutter and he didn't bring it back here. If he comes down here, remind me to ask him about my box cutter. Because he started the fire in our wood furnace. We have an inside wood furnace, and he was burning a creosote log. And then he was picking up some of my scrap cardboard that I was like, yeah, I'm not going to keep this. So I had a bunch of boxes that my in-laws gave me that they used when they were moving. And they used some of the 12 by 12 by 8 boxes. Well, any of those that they ended up giving back to me because I'm like, give me all your boxes if they're in good shape. You'll see I have so many boxes. I said, I'm just going to get rid of those. I'm going to just put these in a flat rate, which I think I might need to go get. Let me go grab some of my flat rate padded. When I moved some of my boxes this weekend when I was cleaning, I found a big pile of rodent poops. I don't know if it was mouse, because it looked a little bigger than mouse. I don't know what chipmunk poop looks like, because remember last year we were thinking something was eating candy on my desk. I hope this doesn't crush too bad in here without being sent in a box. But I should see what the buyer paid for shipping before I go through all this. Oh, they only paid $5. So I must have put this in as first class. So Mora, I gotta go back. Mora, where'd you go? Here you are. No, go back. Previous step. I hit the back button. I should have hit previous step. Flat rate padded. All right, so this one is a stinky poo-poo because they only paid five something for shipping. It's gonna cost me $8.30. It is what it is. So print that label and just do that. Yeah, stuff. So I know I saw this comment earlier about stuff can get wet on someone's porch or mailbox. That's the reason I put items in plastic bags. Yeah, I agree. I know they can. I've decided that in the long run, for the few times, like that's the first one that's ever been damaged that I've had to that I've accepted back. And I knew she sent me a picture of the damage, and I'm like, that damage is so minute that I'll have no problem reselling that. So it was worth it for me to pay the $7.60 priority mail flat rate and have her send it back to me. Okay, let's do this next. Look. Isn't it cute? This little planter. I love picking up these. I pick these up at garage sales all the time for usually $0.25. Let me see what I got this one for. This one may have been from a thrift store if I remember right. No, this was a garage sale for $0.25 and I sold it for $15. So they're not huge sellers. You know what I mean? Like you don't make a lot of money. I've been making some good money on some stuff though this past couple weeks. Had some really nice flips. All right, so I said 15 ounces for this one too. Let's see if I can get away with making this. first class. Because I just guess, man, you know, I really need some more. What size boxes did I just order from eBay? I think the box is down here. I'm gonna go grab the box from eBay shipping. I think I ordered boxes for those to fit in. I think that's what I ordered this quarter. I just gotta find what my husband did with it. Right here. Oh, shoot. I had one of the heavy boxes on top of it from my wholesale order. Maybe I'll show you guys what I ordered, my wholesale order. All right. What do we got here, eBay? What did I order from you? What sizes? What sizes did I get from you? Oh, I got the 12.66s and I think more envelopes. I think these are envelopes. Yeah. Okay. I didn't get stuff for that. Will you fit in an 864? Oh, I have an 864 right here I just put together earlier. Right here. Wait till I show you the... At some point I'm going to package something that's really cool. And I flipped it for a very good profit. All right, so I wanted to ask your opinions. All right, opinion. Hey, good morning, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, this is your season. I feel like Halloween and Charlie Brown go hand in hand. Stay. All right, so question for you guys. What did I do with my tissue paper? That's not the question. All right, so somebody gives you something. So for instance, my in-laws gave me all of that stuff to sell. They've given me so much of it. And some of the stuff that I've been selling has been stuff that they gave me and it has sold. And some of it sold for good profit. For instance, I had some, what is the Dale Earnhardt collectible cars, like the die-cast cars that my father-in-law gave me. Putting tissue around this because for some reason I hate the thought of these. Sometimes this bubble wrap sticking to stuff. It's done damage to some of my homemade ceramic stuff. All right, so I ended up selling some of his stuff. And I kind of feel like I should take some of the money and give it to them. My husband says, just don't tell him you sold it. But when I was at the bingo, the offer that I got from that horrible buyer, they were all items that my mother-in-law had given me to sell. She used to collect angels, and I've got so many angels. I should have just done a whole whatnot show on angels. But she ended up, so my mom and my mother-in-law were playing bingo with me when I was getting these offers, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should take them. And my mom's like, well, how much did you pay for the stuff? And I'm like, well, I didn't, but I didn't want to say they were Nancy's stuff. So I feel guilty. Do you guys deal with that? Do you feel guilt when people give you things and it sells and you make money off of it? You know who I miss? Where is Sylvia? I hope she's doing okay. Just thinking of her the last week. Our Norwegian friend. There's a girl I follow on YouTube from Norway, right? Is it Norwegian? Norway? When you say Norwegian? Is that Norway? There's not a country called Norway. No, there's not a Norwegian country, is there? Oh my God, what do I know? Claudia. Jeez, I just called her Sylvia, didn't I? My gosh, Tamara. Claudia from Norway. Is there a country called Are Norwegians called Norwegians? Why do I feel like I'm such a bonehead right now? Probably because I am, right? That's why you feel that way, because you are a bonehead. I need some bubbles. I need a bubble. I've got to clean this mess behind me. You are okay, you are Norwegian if you're from Norway. Okay. That's what I thought. But what yeah, I hope she's doing okay. I know she was sick there for a while, and I don't like when you guys come and you hang out all the time and then you just like ghost me. And then I'm like wondering if you're okay. Oh, still under. All right, we'll keep that. 8, 6, 4. Why did I call her Sylvia? That's weird. I think. I mean, there's a Sylvia that comes in here, but I know it's not Sylvia. I don't like when I make mistakes like that. Especially if she watches the replay. She's going to be like, you got my name wrong. You're thinking about me and worried about me, and you didn't even get my name right. Oh, and Nissa's not in here, is she? I had a dream the other night. I sent her a message that she was in my dream, Anissa was. And for some reason, it was my husband and I, Anissa and her husband. And I remember telling her that her husband looked like Chris Cuomo. And, from CNN, but he's no longer with CNN. Which is really weird. Like, why would I even think of Chris Cuomo? But I think it's because I saw a commercial where he's on a new news network or something. But it was really weird. I woke up and I'm like, that's really weird. Like, why did I even have a dream with Anissa in it? It's just like if I have dreams with you, like you guys, like, and some of you I don't even know what you look like, but you would be whatever in my dream. It's just so weird. All right, so I picked up this at TJ Maxx. When I'm in TJ Maxx, I will go into the men's t-shirt area and just look for like interesting t-shirts. So I picked up this Life is Good homegrown, and I paid, it was $7.99 and I sold it for $17. Especially right now, new with tags, Christmas. Also, what was I saying about, I was going to tell you something about Reseller Mom. So I was watching her show last week, and this isn't what I was going to tell you. I got to think about what it was that made me start talking about Reseller Mom. But she was saying that, hold on, now I can't remember. And now I can't remember the second thing I was just going to say. Jeez, I'm Tana. Sometimes my mind is going. What the heck was she just talking about? Whatever. She's had a good show last week. I was listening to her while I was taking pictures. What was she talking about? Her and Tina. I don't remember. Why don't I remember things? I think it's my old age. I think I'm getting dementia like my dad. All right. Off this goes. Gosh, what the heck was it? Now it's driving me crazy trying to think of it. Hey, good morning, Cindy. Well, I guess there was an issue with Inventory Lab. That's not what she was talking about. Well, she did talk about that, but that's not what I was going to say. And I hope I took the price tag off. I should have when I took a picture of it. And I'm like, I got to figure out what I want to do. Do you know I've done no accounting this year at all? Zero. Zilch. Zero. None. And people were talking about with like they bought something on Whatnot and they got charged twice for it, and I'm like, yeah, I never even pay attention. And then other people have talked about, just other platforms like glitches and getting paid for stuff or getting overcharged for things, and I'm like, I haven't checked anything this year. Nothing. It's horrible. Horrible. But I'm like, I can't do that now. I can't even think and worry about that right now because I've got too much stuff to do. This is what I'm going to talk about. He's missing an arm right now because it fell off. I got to put it back on. But I'm going to be talking about that here in a minute because that is one of my big sales of the weekend. All right, so I got a planner. I got to take the price tag off. My discount, actually, I'll just cut it because the rest of that tag is cut too. I'll just cut this. Oh, why are you taped on? That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I'm going to just cut it. Just cut you across. It usually has like a strip of paper that goes down, but it had already been ripped off, which shows that in my photos. Hold on. Okay. So I sold this planner. It's a binder planner. And I took, hold on, I keep checking the pages are just, why are they like wrinkled right there? You know, that's weird. Okay, so I sold this. Bought it for $12, sold it for $30. Going to New Mexico. Oh, it's going media mail. That's weird. I don't even know if that qualifies for media mail. I mean, it's printed material inside it. I should, I'm going to bag it. No accounting. Isn't that horrible? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. It's kind of been stressing me out a little bit, honestly. This whole year I've just been so bad. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a business card. You think if I put it inside in this little pocket area? Look, I'm going to put it right inside there. So she has my business card. Hopefully she doesn't think like it was used at some point, and that's why. I mean, she can tell there's nothing written on the pages. I say she. Yes, Mary is her name that bought this. So Mary, thank you. I'm going to give you a business card. Let's tape you across the front. So yesterday I worked on making an advent calendar. So I made boxes out of paper yesterday. That's what I was doing all day yesterday. That's my stress reliever, although it's become a stressful thing because I have got crafting paper stuff everywhere upstairs. So I've decided, and I still haven't, hey Cynthia, I still haven't cleaned out the RV from when we stored it away a month ago. I got to go and get the food, and we're already getting like temperatures in the 30s at night. So first of all, oh, that's right, because this was media mail. I'm going to try media mail on this. I don't know if it qualifies for media mail. I mean, I don't know. Do you know there's a lot of people who sell planners media mail? I do almost all of mine priority mail. So it's interesting that this one went, you know, she bought it for $30 even. I wonder if she sent me an offer and wanted a certain price, and I said I could do media mail to help save. I bet you that's what it was. That's probably what it was. So I'll take a chance and do media on this. I think it's a fine line. There's no advertisements. It's printed paper, so I mean it's not really any. It should be fine. We're taking a chance. Taking a chance. It's better than the lady on. There's a business on Etsy that sells candy, and she ships all of her candy media mail. All right, so I sold this. Got this for free. Nestle Quick, and it's got him on the top. So it's supposed to have his ears is like a mixer. He doesn't have the ears. But I got this free at a garage sale. And I figured I'd grab it and come here and figure out what it is. I thought maybe you put a straw and drank from it or whatever. I didn't know until I looked it up and realized, oh, okay, he's missing his thing. I ended up only selling it for $8, but you know, what the heck, I didn't pay anything for it. So I got that to ship. Let's see. That might fit in one of these boxes right here. One of these boxes. One of these boxes. So I'm getting back into the crafting. And we're not really doing tier trays anymore because that just became so overpopulated. And unless you had a laser cutter that cut your wood pieces and stuff, it was just really, really hard to compete. So we got out of that. This one big piece, no. Is there perforations in this? So this is from, I think my mother gave me this from packages she got. So I said to my mom yesterday, because she comes over on Wednesdays and we craft, and I said, are you, what do you enjoy doing most? This paper stuff, making our stuff for the tier trays, or doing, she likes doing flower arrangements too. I said, but which do you like the most? Hold on, I need some of these. She says she really likes doing the flower arrangements, but they're very hard for me to ship, so I won't ship them for her. And she's just not enough clientele in our area to buy that type of stuff. Where the paper stuff, and it's not even sometimes even shipping, it was even like storing it. It's so big, and I had to, keep it from getting crushed, the flowers and all that. Okay, I need tape. I just ran out. I love this thing. See these drawers right here? I love it. One of them holds my tape. I got extra tape back there, or I used to. I think I might be all out. Holds my poly bags. It holds when I have to start a new roll of 4x6 labels, which I just ordered some more because I'm like, I gotta make sure I don't run out during fourth quarter. So I love that because it holds those just like extra labels. Holds like if I have to rip a label off, because today when I shipped my Amazon order, I used an eBay envelope, and so I'll take the spare extra pieces that I get from the roll. When I start a new one, it always pops out a blank one, and I'll take that and I'll cut it and I'll put it over where it says eBay, and then I put my label over it, so it's like double label. All right, this is nice and light. Yeah, 13 ounces. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking to you, Siri. My watch just started talking to me. The negative about having a very fat wrist is when I bend my wrist just right, it makes my Siri go off. I think my battery just died. Damn it. I don't have a mouse to use. My battery died, I think, because it's not working. All right, what size is this box? 10.86. Oh, this is going to be stinky doing it this way. 10. What if I tab? 8. Tab. Oh, man. This, oh my gosh, $6.36. That's so expensive. For a first class box. That is ridiculous. Shipping has gotten so crazy. First class. Where's it going? It's going to Florida. It's like not even going like to Alaska or something. Why is, oh, wait a minute. Did my mouse just move? Nope. Sometimes if I open it and I twirl my battery and I put it back down, here it goes. Yes. I think I need to remember to bring down some AA batteries. All right, so I sold. All right, so I sold these Ozark Trail tumblers. So I had a lady send me a message and asked me on yesterday if I would overnight one of these to her. I paid $7.50 for it. I think I paid $5 for it though. It's one of those mismarked things. And I said, the post office doesn't guarantee overnight delivery anymore, so I don't offer it. Because I'm thinking, who's gonna pay to overnight one of these? Like, my gosh, go to Walmart. Like, that's crazy. And she said, she goes, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna buy 2 from you anyway. I'm like, okay. So she bought 2 of them. And then I get a message as soon as I see that a sale came through. I got a message from her saying, oh, I put the wrong address. Can you please change my address? And I said, no, but I can cancel this order and I can have you update your address and repurchase it. And she said, okay. So I canceled the order like without her saying anything. I went and canceled it because I'm thinking something just doesn't seem right with this. First of all, the fact that she wanted this overnighted. And so I ended up canceling it. And she replied, she's like, okay. She lives in an RV park and she just moved from one spot to another. And so that's what she had messed up, was just she was on lot like 56 and now she's on like 102. So she went and repurchased them and paid for them. $42 for 2 of these is what she paid total with shipping. How much did she pay for shipping? $16. Oof. All right, so I wonder if they would fit in that. I wonder if they'd fit in this. So yeah, I mean, do you guys ever get that where you sell something and or somebody will ask a question and the red flags go up? You're just like, I don't know, something seems fishy with this. That's how I felt. And then when she was like, oh, the address, I'm like, yeah, even more so, something's fishy. So at this point, one thing I like about eBay is they will, they'll cover me. Like if something happens and this was really something not correct, they should cover me because I'm doing my part of what I need to do, and that's shipping it on time, shipping it to the address on file that was paid with it, shipping what I said I was going to ship. Okay, just tape this over that so it's got a cushion there. I sent a pattern on Saturday and it's being delivered today. Wow. I went on, on Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday was the Prime days, right? So on Wednesday, I said, oh, I should go and see. Something ate a hole in that. Why do I got a fly swatter here? I said, I should go on and see if there's anything on good sale for Amazon. I'm looking for the perforation over here. Where are you perforated? Here you are. And because I'm like, might as well get my supplies, shipping supplies and stuff if it's on sale. And some of it was. I bought some labels for my printer. I bought the poly bags. I bought some more bubble wrap. Some of that stuff was on sale. Okay. I think I was gonna cut you down, but how can I cut you when somebody took my... All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go check the furnace to see if he has my cutter. Oh, I'm locked. I'm trapped in here now. found it. Ugh. All right, I found my box cutter. And I'm running over bubble wrap. Get over there. So, man, I'll tell you, that's one thing that annoys me is when people borrow stuff and they don't come put it back. That annoys me so much. So I went and picked up my medication yesterday at the pharmacy, and one of my husband's friends' wife works there. And so she said, "Oh, you should have Tony stop by because her dog doesn't like my husband." And she said, "Gracie's starting to get along with his new brother, so maybe there's a change in him. And when we say Tony's name, she doesn't get all like flustered or whatever, like doesn't get aggravated. Normally when they would just say his name, the dog would get upset or whatever." So she goes, "Have him come over." And I'm like, "Well, he's heading out of town. So when he gets back," "Hey, good morning, John." I said, "When he gets back, I'll have him swing over." And she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're going to have the house to yourself?" And I'm like, I am. Well, my brother-in-law will be here for part of it for hunting season. My father-in-law, he stopped by and brought me some meatballs the other night. And he's like, "Hey, if you want me to stop by and bring your mail for you in the morning." I said, "I can handle going to the post office. It's literally a 2-minute drive." Oh, I remember what I was going to say about reseller mom. All right, 2 pounds, 7 ounces. Okay, reseller mom. Because I was talking about I got to get my wholesale order together and got to get that shipped out to Amazon. So I haven't done a wholesale order with Amazon in like 3 years probably. So I ended up buying some calendars because I have been talking to a big Amazon seller, and we I had one conversation with him, but it was enough to get me going and saying, "Okay, I gotta shit or get off the pot." And I'm like, I gotta do this. And so I ended up buying some calendars. So she was saying on her show the other day about just UPS. She goes on to Pirate Ship and she schedules UPS to stop at her house to pick up the boxes for UPS. She says it costs $4. Well, guess who is going to do that this time? I am not going to lift these heavy boxes and bring them to UPS. I'm going to let UPS come and pick them up. I still got to bring them upstairs though. So this is the thing. I'm going to have to back my car up, put them in the back of my car to drive them upstairs to take them and put them on my front porch. So why not just drive to UPS? The only thing it would save me is I can back right up to my front porch versus getting to UPS. I got to carry them all in. And they're heavy. They're heavy, heavy boxes. All right. So this is coming up expensive. I'm going to, let me remeasure this box. So I'm like, you know what? For $4 though, 9.5, 8, 5. All right, my watch just buzzed. Why are you buzzing? Somebody favorited my shop on Etsy. $13. How much did I say? Oh, she paid $16. But I'm going to check Pirate Ship. So I thought, so I had this conversation with this bigger seller on Amazon. And he was telling me, and I think I may have shared this with you guys last week. We talked about your sell-through rate. And he was saying how big his sell-through rate is. It's like 30% or something. It's ridiculous. Mine's like 1 point something. So he pretty much is saying you're just not selling the right stuff. So I thought, okay, but I enjoy selling what I sell. I enjoy selling it. I enjoy sourcing it and that kind of stuff. So I thought, how can I still source stuff that I enjoy sourcing, but be able to sell it on Amazon, because I'll tell you, Amazon is where the money is at. Plus, I don't want to have to be packaging my crap and shipping. Like, I don't want to be doing this. I don't mind doing it. By the way, this is $10. Oh no, this is parcel select ground. Priority mail is $14.14. Oh, it's more expensive through pirate ship. Okay. I'm just gonna do through eBay. So I'm kind of like, okay, I got to find a way to be able to do what I do. And I know Laura sells on Amazon. How many on here sell on Amazon? You could put it in the, tell me the platforms you sell on. All of them, even if you don't sell on Amazon. If you just sell on eBay, say eBay. If you sell on eBay and Poshmark, say eBay Poshmark. If any of you sell on Whatnot, like, I'm just curious what platforms you sell on. But I was like, well, why couldn't, did I take the sale price off from both of those? I hope I took the $7.50 off from both of these. I hope I did. Why do I always wonder? After I package, I always wonder. I really need to start taking the price off before I put it up in the cupboard, in the bins. All right, I got 3 more things left, and then I'm going to give you a tour of my space. But I need to take a drink. All right, so nobody's saying where they sell. Is that because y'all are just listening? Y'all are busy packing? Or did my internet thing poop out? Okay, so I sold, here it is, this. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. Isn't it pretty? The Yankee Candle thing. So I paid $1 and I sold this for $24.99. Oh, you are here. Packing, eBay only. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. It got really quiet. And then nobody was saying anything even after I said it was quiet. Oh, you guys make me so worried. Y'all leaving me. So, I was on a Whatnot the other day, a Whatnot show, and I like to go into like the arts and craft ones because I would want to support like somebody who's making crafts or whatever. So I went into a show, and it was this lady. I say lady very loosely. She was probably very young, probably in her early 20s. And she had her daughter on her lap. And her daughter was, I'm thinking maybe 2 to 3 maybe. And she was painting. And she was painting. So she was on Whatnot, and she's like, as she's, you could watch her do her painting, which really was just pouring paint and taking a spatula and smearing it. I don't know. She's an artist, I guess. Who am I to judge? But anyway, her whole thing, she wasn't selling anything like an auction format. It was, I got stuff in my buy it now, which nobody was buying anything. And I think there was only like 3 people in there. I try to go in and support people who don't have a lot of people in their shows. So I was in there, and so she's listening to rap music, which I have nothing against rap music. I like all forms of music. But every other word was the F word. And I'm thinking, this is probably not the place for it. Now, you can swear on Whatnot. You're supposed to have an explicit warning when you first log on. She didn't have that because there are people who don't want to listen to that. I honestly don't normally care very much. I've been listening to I've been going to a lot of the football card breaks, and they usually will have rap music in the background. But she had her daughter on her lap, and she's singing along to the music while she's painting. And every other word is the F word and the B word and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, you got your daughter on your lap. Like, come on. So because I sell on Whatnot, I don't say anything. When I go into a show, I don't say anything negative because I wouldn't want it to come back and impact my channel in any way. I don't know who this person is. I don't know if she's got a big following somewhere else and she could somehow, have them come and banish my channel somehow or whatever. So I don't say anything. I just be quiet. But I really wanted to say, because somebody said something to her about, she had, like, I think she had a couple friends in the chat because they were the only two talking and they were like chatting like friends. And somebody said something about being a mother, and she said something about not getting the best mother award or something like that. And I wanted to be like, well, hell no. You literally got your daughter in your lap and you're saying the F word every other word out of your mouth. Like, how is that appropriate for your daughter to hear? So it's not like it's really a Whatnot issue, but it's a parenting. Like, oh my gosh. I ended up leaving because I knew I was going to end up saying something. But so I left. And then I went into this other I tell you, in those football shows, though, the football card shows, they're like salesmen. They're professional salesmen. And all they do, every one of them in every show, when they're selling spots for a break, and they say stash or pass. So a stash or pass, if you're not familiar with the terminology, is if you get so there's so many football teams, I don't know, 32 or something like that. And you get to, some of them have decks of cards and some of them have a wheel. And so if you win the bid, the wheel will spin or you'll draw a card and you win that team for the break. Well, they'll say stash or pass, which means you can choose, like you can have a card. Let's say they have a deck of cards, of 32 cards, and you choose number 4 and number 6. And so they'll take number 4 and they'll show you the team, and you can either stash it, which means that's the card you want, or you can pass and you're stuck with whatever the next card is that you chose. And they'll say like $150 for stash or pass. Well, people will be bidding and it'll be at like $60. And they're all like, oh my God, you guys are getting a 50% off. Like, oh, that's ridiculous. And like, all they do is complain about how much they're selling stuff for. And then they always threaten, I'm going to stop doing it at $1. This is the last time it's going to be starting at $1. You guys are stealing from me. And like every single one of them talk like that. And I'm like, it's just your dirty salesman tricks for somebody to feel like, okay, I'm going to go from 60, I'm going to go up to 70 now because, yeah, that's a great deal. I'm getting a great deal. When no, they're telling your stash or pass at 150 is a bogus amount. They know you're only going to bid half of it. So that's, I mean, they could put the stash or pass at 200 and people would probably bid $100. You know what I mean? Like, it's all in the mentality of salesmanship, but it is ridiculous. So the other night okay, so this is the other thing. If you're on Whatnot, be careful. It is so easy to bid and not mean to bid. I've done it. Thankfully, it was for a low price item, which is now listed in my eBay store. I just ended up keeping it. But I've seen people in these and they're like, I didn't mean to bid. And they're like, well, just go in and cancel it. But I see it so often and people are like, what do you mean you didn't mean to bid? Then don't hit the button. And I'm like, it is so easy. When I did it, I was listening because a lot of times I go in and listen, and I went to hit on my iPhone to go up and go to check on something else in another app. And when I swiped up, it ended up hitting the bid button because it's right there at the bottom. So the other night, Friday night, I took a bath. We have one of those big like jacuzzi tubs. And I said, I'm going to go and take a bath. Tony was over with his brother at deer camp. And so it was like 5. And I'm listening to these football things. I find enjoyment in watching them break those cards. I don't know when they get excited whether or not it's a really good card or not. But for some reason, and I like football, so I like watching them. I don't bid because I'm not going to spend this. These were up to $1,000 bids. If you wanted pick 4, choose 2, I think it was like $2,500 or something. So I was watching this because it was like huge amounts of money. And I get out of the bathtub, I dry off, I reach down to grab my phone to leave the bathroom. And when I did it, I hit the freaking bid button. $500. No, was it 500 or 800? It was something like that. And I was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I just bid. I don't want this. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to tell them it was a mistake. And I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to call myself out live on the show. There was like 200 people in there. And I'm like, I'm not going to spend that kind of money. I don't want to spend that kind of money taking a chance on a football card that I don't know anything about. Thank God somebody came and bid. I think it was 800. They bid 850 and they outbid me. And I was like, oh my gosh. Thank gosh. Thank gosh. Guess what I did? I left that show. I didn't stay in there because I'm like, I'm not taking a chance of making a mistake and bidding that high on something again. Yeah. So John, there was talk in one of the Facebook groups about whatnot becoming into an OnlyFans, because I guess there was some women on there selling some very, like, they were selling comic books, but they were dressed really like not appropriate, which you would think for selling comic books. That's what the talk was. I wasn't in there, so I don't know. All right, so I got this. You know, I'm wondering if this is going to be priority. If it is, I'm going to not do this. Oh gosh, it's going to be really close. All right, that box makes it priority. Let me see what I charged them. I got a lot of wiggle room in this pricing. So if I did priority. It's going to Maryland. I think it might fit in a 776 box. Oh, hold on, cat's scratching. Hey, stop it. Scratching on my screen. Okay. Once I'm done this, I got one more thing to box. And then I'm going to bring you guys. Oh, no, I got two more. I got the puzzle. Thought all I had was my scarecrow. I'm going to show you my scarecrow. I found the scarecrow at an antique mall a couple years ago. I'm a little worried about this. I feel like I should double box it. I'm just wondering if this is enough to, I don't think that's enough to protect it. I'm going to have to double box this. So I'm not going to be able to use this box. Oh, maybe I can put it in this box and then put it in that 8x8 box. That's what I'm going to do. I feel like in this box, there's just not enough room for it. I wish they had a box, another square box, besides, because they go from this to the 12-inch, and it's such a big difference. But I think if I put it in that box inside here, this is my Claudia coming out. She was big on the double boxing. I don't even know her last name. At least if I know some people's last name, I could Google their name just to see. I did that one time. My friend Tiffany, and found out that she had passed. Actually, no, she's not the one. She did pass, but somebody told me about her passing. Okay. Let's see what we're at. Oh, I feel much better with that. Box in a box. Box in a box. 7 ounces. I wonder if you can file an INAD if the video games with the cleavage pictures don't arrive with the boobs. I know. Maybe. I mean, like, come on. I don't, it's obviously a good selling tactic if you have it, I guess, because unfortunately there are people who will buy stuff specifically because of the boobs. So, does anybody need anything? Oh. I'm not, I just feel like those are the same people who will talk about like women's rights and all this. And I'm just like, I don't know, just have a little class sometimes. But just, I don't know. Some people are whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say on it. All right, so I sold this Yellow Brick Road. Look at that, folks. Yellow Brick Road. This puzzle. It's a really cool puzzle. So I just sold this, and it's going to Israel. Israel. So how am I going to ship this? Because I really was going to use the priority mail boxes, but I can't use that for this. I don't know how to ship this otherwise. I think I'm going to have to look for a box. I think I'm going to hold off and ship this one after. I'm going to have to look for a box. And I hate to keep getting up from you guys. I'm going to have to look for a box for this one too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you about this, and then I'm going to go live with you. Hold on, I got to put the arm back on. Okay, so I picked up these at a local thrift store, and I'm pretty sure I paid $5 a piece. I got 2 of these, and I was going to list them in a pair, as a pair, and I said, no, I think I'll list them individually instead. So I sold this one, paid $5. Oh, hold on, I'm on the wrong thing. And I sold it for $54.77 plus shipping. They're all in at $80 because I think that by the time I box it, it's gonna be, it might be oversized. I don't know. How tall is this? So I figure, yeah, we're looking at like at least probably a 23-inch box. So it'll be oversized. Okay, so I'm going to invite, copy. All right, this is not for you guys. Although, I guess if you wanted to come on, you could, but come on after I show you stuff. I need that so I can go on. Hold on. Oh, I got an order on Etsy. Oh, I got more stuff to order, more stuff to package. Oh, and I got an order from my other Etsy too. I forgot to grab. All right, YouTube. Hold on. I'm going to come and see myself here on YouTube. I got to switch because I'm on my slot play bonus. I got to come over to here. Packing weekend orders. Turn that down. Hit that. Google Chrome. I'm logging on to StreamYard on my phone. Open this page in Safari. To use StreamYard on this device, tap the Safari icon. Oh, I can't do it on Chrome? That's weird. That's weird. Paste. You're entering a broadcast studio. Okay. Hi there, Tamara. Oh. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. I got to figure out how do I mute. Okay. No, it's still echoing. Shoot. How do I do this? Okay, maybe if I step away. Why is it echoing? I muted it. Oh, let me make this big. All right. So why is it doing that? I have this volume all the way down. I apologize. Okay. Let me walk away. Maybe it'll sound better. Is it still echoing? Is it getting better? Yes, it's getting better. Okay. How do I see the chat? Oh, I can either see the chat or I can see me. All right, let me see. I got to figure out how to turn this around. How do I turn my camera around? Camera. No, that turns it off. Oh! How do I turn it around? Maybe I can't. Shoot. I wanted to show you guys what I did. Crap. Settings. Camera. Oh, here we go. Front camera, back camera. Ah, I got it. All right. Now I'm going to go to the chat so I can see. Can somebody make a comment just so I can make sure it's working? Okay. I see John's. All right. So let me go over here. Let me just start over here. I wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. So, of course, there's all my storage, right? I don't always show you guys this other side. So I have this side too. So this is all my inventory that's currently listed. Isn't that ridiculous? All of that. Crazy. All right, so you couldn't walk through here Saturday morning. You also could barely walk through here a month ago. So I have cleared out a whole height worth. So all these boxes were actually over here. But on Saturday, when I got done cleaning this area, well, it was pretty much this pile. So this is my death pile. This pile and this pile. Not this and not this. Okay. That was all empty. This whole section right here was empty. And then I had just this right here, which I gotta remind me, I gotta check that leaf blower. I've got that on Facebook. And somebody had a question about it. So I have, this is all my packing. I organized this right here. And this is when I found I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 priority mail padded boxes. I've got 3 boxes of 12 by 12 by 8s. And that's what I did. I took these all out and I labeled them, stacked them up so I know where it is, broke down all these boxes here and these boxes here. Those were all full size still, like that one over there. And I cut them down and put them in there. So a little more organized. And then it gave me a chance to kind of look and see what I had. I actually just ordered, sorry, it's dark over here because that box is blocking it. These are my poly bags, and I just ordered some black poly bags, which are here, because I couldn't get to these. So I ended up ordering more because I couldn't get over there. This was so full of stuff. It was ridiculous. So that's what I did on Saturday. This is also death pile stuff right here, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, imagine, that's just so much stuff. And then down here, we also have, let me turn the light on. We also got this room. This is where our oil is. So these are all the lids that go to my totes. My husband made a comment, oh, and there's more up there. So this is all of our personal belongings. So this is what we have. So I reorganized all of this. I pulled everything out, put signs. Like, this is my fall decor. I need to get another orange bucket, and I'm going to put it in bucket. And I need to get another red one for that Christmas one. But all of this stuff, I pulled it all out, relabeled it, photo albums, because a lot of it, the label was on the top when we moved, and hadn't had a chance. We just didn't really go through all of our stuff. So went through all of this. This whole box, which got crushed, is full of candles. And there are some like limited scent candles that can go for good money on eBay. So this box I gotta pull out at some point and do that for eBay. All right, so that was what I did. So these totes right here in my death pile, these boxes, all of these, all of this right here, and yeah, and then these are, that's Legos. This was all in that back room. This is all my personal belongings that I pulled out, and I said, I don't need any of this stuff. I'm going to sell it. Some of it's clothing. So I also have 3 printers I picked up at a garage sale this summer. Different garage sales. I need to go through those, and I want to look at reviews to figure out what one I want to keep, because I need a colored printer. I think this is a black and white Brother, but it's wireless. But I need a colored one. So that's it. There's my furnace. In case y'all wondered what a wood furnace is, that's that right there. So this is my photo area. So this is what I've been doing, is bringing totes of stuff from the death pile, putting it here. I got to do those blow molds this week. And then I will sit here and take pictures. Now I'm getting feedback because I'm getting close to you again. Okay. There you go. Here's my office. I'm whispering because I don't want feedback. You can't hear me because I muted myself. Now I'm back. Okay. There you go. So that's what I have done on Saturday. So much. Myself. Oh, still no sound? Can you hear me now? Or was that an old one? Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so that was me. My husband decided to go take a nap. So I did that all on my own. I was so beat. My calves right now, this morning, well, last night, they were sore. So that was on Saturday. And I thought for sure on Sunday when I woke up, I would be in a lot of pain, especially my arms and stuff, because I was lifting up a lot of stuff. But thankfully, I'm okay. But yeah, I got so much done. But I'm also, before I went into that back room, I was feeling really hopeful that I was going to get this all done by November 1st. Now I'm feeling like another enormous amount of stress because I added our own personal stuff to my pile, not just like garage sale stuff. So yeah, I'm not happy with that. There's no way I'm going to get that done by November 1st, right? That's like a week away, right? What is it? Yeah, this 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks. I'm not going to get that done in 2 weeks. That's way too much. So now I got to find a way to prioritize what I pull out. So I probably won't pull out some of the stuff that I took from the back room. Was my personal like clothes, winter clothes. They were labeled Tamara's winter clothes. And so I'm just going to push that for later and do that. Like I'll do that through the month of November, because people will still be buying stuff for themselves as it gets colder. But I really just want to focus on stuff that somebody might buy for gift giving. Not to mention, I'm thinking that if not this week, next week, I'm going to be doing my road trips to pick up the stuff I normally source for Q4. I've heard that Walmart's getting their Christmas stuff in, so I need to start like sourcing that stuff that I know that I pick up year after year and sell, and hopefully it's still going to do well this year. And focus on that. So that's what's on my agenda. And but yeah, I'm feeling like enormously great going into that back room. That's our own personal storage room. It's like amazing. It's amazing. And even my stuff, like even though it looks like it's chaotic, it's an organized chaos. Like I know where stuff is. So I'm pretty excited. And I was able to find like those Christmas blow molds and pull those out, and things that, so I was telling you, so I bought these 2 years ago and they never got listed last year because I forgot about them. And then when I came across them, it wasn't Halloween, and I really just wanted to sell them closer to Halloween. And even me listing them last week, I'm already pushing it, right? Because Halloween's in 2 weeks, 2 weeks from today. So, at least, people were, if you're a diehard Halloween decorator, you're already decorated. But you can have this and put it out at the last minute, and I also have some blow mold ghost that are like the same size. They're not very big, that I listed. They haven't sold yet, but yeah, so we'll see. So I got to get this out. I'm probably just going to let you guys go and package this in the puzzle. I got to go into my box area over there and search for a box and do both of those because I don't have boxes right here that I can use. And then I got to get all the stuff to the post office. I've got a nice pile. Oh, and I have that new Etsy order, and I have another Etsy order on my other Etsy, my vintage store. But now, hold on. Let me see what I sold on that one, because maybe I'll share it with you guys if it's something exciting. I can share it with you anyhow, but it may not be something exciting. Oh, I know what it was. Oh, I'm going to go get it. Hold on. I got to get out of this one. So I need to go get one of those blue with lemon ones. Okay. I know what I sold. I got to see where it's at. Because I'm going to show you and tell you how much I sold it for. I had some really good sales this week. Unsold. I already moved it to unsold. Oh! It doesn't have a SKU. All right, so I'm going to show you it on the screen because I'm going to have to go searching for where I put that. Why doesn't it have a SKU? Now that has me worried. That's got me worried. I don't like that. Present, share screen, share. All right, so this is what I sold. This koala bear. It was from Australia. I got $44.99 for it. I'll show you the pictures. Isn't he cute? So this is Australia on it. There. I couldn't read what that says. I zoomed in case somebody knew, but measurements. So yeah, so I got that for $44.99. So that's pretty cool. I paid I don't have it in the custom SKU. There's nothing in my custom SKU. I only paid like $1 for it. Like I didn't pay much. That's interesting. Now I got to figure out where it would be. Oh, I listed that on September 25th. So this is what I do. I think I told you guys this before. Hold on. I'm going to share my screen again. How many items do I have listed? I think right now, well, we'll see. Over 2,000, 2,028. So if you go back and look at some of my older videos where I show the screen all the time, I think I was at like 1,500. So I've listed good 500-600 items in the last month. I've been listing a lot, like a lot. All right, so what I'm going to do is September 25th is when I listed that. So I go over here on start date, and I'm going to go down to September 25th. I just had to do this for something my mother bought from me, and I couldn't find it. And I had put that it was in K8, and it was supposed to be an F8. I'm like, why did I even put K8? I don't even go all the way to K. So that's really weird. That's what I had to do. All right, September 25th. Here we go. So, oh, we got ZZ and TT on the 25th. 24th was you. So T and Z. So let me go check TT and ZZ. And let me go see if I have it. I found it. Oh, I'll grab this. Okay, here we go. There you go. I found it. So that's how I find things when I can't find them, is I look at what else did I list that day. And for some reason I didn't put it into the, or it didn't take that new listing form. I'll tell you, it's been driving me batty. Okay, Etsy, where are you going? Tennessee. You're going to Tennessee. They paid $51 for that total. We're going to use this. All right. I was going to let you guys go, but you can hang out while I package this one if you want. The other ones, I got to go hunt for a box. So, and since I already showed them to you and what I paid, that puzzle I only paid $1 for it. It's going all the way to Israel. Man, I'll tell you, if you guys are not doing international shipping, you should do it, because I just can't stress enough how much it's worked out for me. I hope this was, yeah, it is priority. Where did I put my, here it is. Oh, you know, let me use that other stuff. Use this. We're going to wrap this nice and good. We don't want it to break, because that's a nice sale. Not that we ever want anything to break, but I've never seen one of these. I looked at comps, couldn't find anything. I didn't know even how much to price this, so I kind of went a little higher than what I would have normally, and they sold. And it really wasn't listed that long, less than a month. I mean, I would take a special buyer to come on and buy something cool, like a koala thing like this. So, you know, it's not like a cell phone or something. I would sell quicker. But you know, you see things like this. I see things like this in the wild, and I'm like, you know, there's got to be somebody who would want that. It's just different. It's carved out of wood. It's from Australia. My bubble wrap is stuck to the computer. All right, I think I'm just gonna use this whole thing of bubble wrap on this. I got an order in from Michael's the other day. Hey, see you later, Laura. And there's so much brown paper that came in the bag. So much brown paper. What is it? Almost noontime. Jeez. Man, these bigger shipping days, time goes by so fast. It's warm down here. I was surprised I sold a completed paint by number picture. Well, I've heard those can go for good money. I think that Jason T. Smith used to talk about them a lot. He might still in the thrifting board. not in there as often anymore, but I don't really hang out in very many Facebook groups. Probably just the eBay haunt group. But even that one lately, I kind of feel like a broken record. You know what I don't like about in groups is when something is posted so many times and then somebody will post it again. So in the RV groups, there was an RV that blew up from a propane leak. Every one of the RV groups I belong to, somebody posted it, and then it was posted by like 10 different people in all the groups. So I've seen it like 50 times. I'm like, and this was like 2 weeks ago, and somebody just posted it yesterday, and I'm like, man, if you read the post in this group, you would see that this has been posted already a bazillion times. All right, marked as a gift. I wonder if there was a message I should have printed. Let me make sure I didn't miss that. A gift for you. Enjoy, Cheryl. All right, let me see where I'm shipping it to. I'm shipping it to Cheryl from Cheryl. I think sometimes people are like, it's a gift, but you're not shipping it to, like, like they think that they have to mark it because they're going to give it to somebody as a gift, but they're not shipping it to the person. So I'm not gonna send a gift message to herself. 12 and a half, 11, 3. Ooh, that's breaking on the end. Hold on, this broke on the end. If I don't fix it, it's gonna get sucked into the thing, and I'm not gonna be able to use it. So let's tape you. And I'm just gonna have a piece sticking out all the time. A big piece. It's better than all of it going in. There we go. All right. I don't remember the measurements I just said. Holy smokeroo, 11. 13 and 11. 3. 882. If I can get it cheaper from Pirate Ship. 882. All right, so what do y'all have planned for this week? If you're near your computer and you can talk. So who is this going to? Cheryl. Why are you not working? Here we go. Cheryl. 13, 11, 3, 1, 5. Which we can get some cubic rate shipping. And it's been so windy, and this past weekend it was really nice out, but the wind. All right, same price on Etsy or Pirate Ship. It blew so many leaves down that it's just not even pretty anymore outdoors. Very disappointed. I went to go get groceries on yesterday morning. And on the way back, I'm like, oh, I've got to take a picture of that pond because it's been so beautiful across the pond. And it was probably like last week. It was peak, I would say. Well, with all the wind we've had, there's like no leaves at all. They've all been blown off. Like, oh, I missed my opportunity to get a good picture. Okay, that's it for that one, folks. Oh, I gotta do this. I sold this planner. This sold during my show. So I'm going to get this shipped. And if anybody wants any country themed calendars, I might have one for you. I got to work on that this afternoon. And I think what I'm going to do is I bought 50 of each calendar. And I think my plan is to keep 10 of them here to use for, these stickers are stuck to me. 10 of them to put on eBay, Etsy, and my my Shopify store is my plan. And then sell the other 40 on Amazon. But my husband's like, well, what happens if you sell a lot on Etsy? Where are you going to, like, you know, you're not going to be able to get them from Amazon you're going to be sold out. And I said, yeah, but I could always have Amazon be my drop shipper, because you can do that. You can, if you have your own stock at Amazon, you can have Amazon be your fulfillment center and send it to your customer. I don't like to do that because the customer sees a packaging that says Amazon, but it won't have a gift receipt in it. It'll have a thing with, you know, my name, and it'll look like I sent it to them. So that's the big difference. If you get something and it has a gift receipt in it, then it was drop shipped to you. I should double check, make sure this was not an international shipment. A lot of international buyers on Etsy. And I think that's where Claudia used to sell a lot of her stuff, was on Etsy. And she would ship from Norway. And she said she had a lot of US customers. But I'm assuming she sold right on like Etsy.com. I don't know if there's like an Etsy.nu or CA or whatever. Where are you going? Oh, Minnesota. You're going to Minnesota. Okay, Minnesota. I want to print this on Pirate Ship, because Pirate Ship is cheaper right now, because it's still $7.60 unless it's going to Alaska, Canada. Alaska, Hawaii, Minnesota. What was your name? Mireille. It's a different name. Bye. Interesting, all the different. I just love the different names I see when I sell stuff. Like what people are called, their names. So many. It really makes you realize the diversity within the United States, because most of my shipments, of course, go in the United States. But I just assume with a name like Meray is your first name, that you're probably, maybe I shouldn't assume, but I am assuming that you're probably just some other like ethnicity, probably of some sort. I don't know, but just different names. Such a variety. Should have done that when I was naming my kids, because you get all these, like, I like to see different names and figure out what to name your child. Okay. All right. That's it. I'm going to do these other two, but I got to go search for boxes. And thanks for whoever was here hanging out with me, all of you. I appreciate it. At one point, we had 20 people in here. So a lot of lurkers, but hey, I'm okay with lurking. The only time I'm not okay with lurking is when I'm like, nobody's saying anything, and then I get worried that perhaps something is up with my stream, right? Hope you guys have a great week, and we need rain not much in the last few months. Yeah, we're the same way with rain. We're getting rain all this week. It calls for rain every day this week. So, but yeah, we need the rain. We didn't get much through the summer. I think that's why we've had a lot of those Asian lady beetles, and I'm wondering if they just thrive in the drier weather, because thousands of them along on the side of the house, in the garage. It's been like ridiculous how many we've had. So, all right, you guys, have a great one, and I will probably see you next week. I got an appointment next Monday, so maybe some other day next week I will go. I'll go live, but I do have a doctor's appointment next Monday. So, but I'll see you sometime next week. Alrighty, Thanks for stopping in. Bye.